There's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. To throw is Duggan. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. You look at this Raiders defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Duggan now to throw.
Johnson's got it complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Duggan will look to throw this.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down. Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's Duggan to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Here we go. 21. 12.
A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Duggan. This one finds Austin outright. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Gets this out wide to Pickens.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Throwing, Duggan. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Ready up.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Duggan looking to throw.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Max Duggan.
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return, Trey Tucker. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
11.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
The Raiders at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
After one, it's 9-0. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Dugan. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Duggan
eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Max Duggan
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Looking deep for Adams.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Yeah, penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go. 13, 1, Omaha.
Counter play with Jacobs. There he goes left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made them pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second and 9.
Now Garoppolo. Flushed out, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Quan Alexander showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Herbig brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Duggan.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first.
Looking for Austin, intercepted.
Inside the 20.
And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Here we go.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Jacobs, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From 28 yards out, the kick by Carlson is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Isabella now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A final shot before break. Dugan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here
The
we go.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
And that's going to be incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
21, 21.
6-yard line.
12, fellas, here we go. Get hot.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard
Hey,
line.
alert! Alert!
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs.
To about the 26 here.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here we go, here
Balled
we go.
it to 26, 2nd and 7.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Caught outright by Renfro. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Sit! Sit! Get hot!
Now Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
With T.J. Watt injured for much of the 2022 season, Highsmith had a chance to emerge on his own. 6th in the league with 14.5 sacks and also led the league with 5 forced fumbles.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here we go.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Quan Alexander.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
To throw is Duggan.
Pass incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Dugan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Dugan.
Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Max Duggan.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Rolling to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now look out to the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders get a bit closer. Garoppolo going to stay on the field with the Raider offense. They'll go for 2.
Here we go.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Duggan now to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And the Raiders have got him.
Tyree Wilson
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Wilson showing there that he has a chance to be an incredible pass rusher and still only scratching the surface of his potential. It's all about bringing him along right and helping him grow early in his career.
Duggan will look to throw this.
Here's Johnson with a reception. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Here's Duggan to throw. Finding Pickens for another catch.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
Duggan. That is caught. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams. 32 yards.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Garoppolo going to stay on the field with the Raider offense. They'll go for 2.
21.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Breaks through the contact. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Throwing, Duggan.
Rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Max Duggan.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Here we go.
22 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Here we go.
2nd and 5.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
13. 21. 21.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
21. Here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Play action, Garoppolo.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
12, fellas, here we go. Block!
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6. Set hut. I got you.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
Hey, gun. 11. Set hut.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Down the numbers. There he goes. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 46-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Duggan looking to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately,
this is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be taken down. But there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Garoppolo now. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
I got you. $65.
Garoppolo now on third and goal. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
21.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And